Live and direct. Live and direct. You know what is live and direct? Live and direct. Welcome back to BlackMenVentTV. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. We're going to give y'all a few minutes to pile on in here, man. Introductions before we go on. To the right of me, the big motherfucking country. What up, dog?
Y'all can't pop. Y'all call it that low.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, I popped it real low.
Okay, that's what. Can we say that on the show?
Yeah,
that's what your mom said.
No,
can't say
we
that?
can't. No, we can't say that on the.
We got rules, folks. Okay, we got to draw the line somewhere. These fucking savages. To my left, your right, returning to the show is the wonderful K-Nikki.
Hello, everyone.
Hold the mic up a little bit.
Excuse me. Hello,
these
everyone. I need to
Walmart
act like I've been here
mics.
before.
What'd you say?
I need to act like I've been here before.
And we come to talk to y'all tonight about the bullshit, man. Oh, man. First of all, how was everybody's week? Oh, I always forget to introduce myself. I am Mr. Legend. What's up? And make sure you visit BlackMenVent.com. So, how's everybody's week? Does anybody want to talk about anything?
Hell no, my week was bullshit.
Why you say that, man? What's going on?
No, that's just ranting and raving.
Nothing in particular?
No, I just went to work.
The new dudes at work ain't getting on your nerves? I call them new dudes. All these dudes that's in their 20s, man. I just feel like the new dudes.
Them dudes, every day is something new, and it blows my mind the level of stupidity about just the certain shit they just do not know. And this is a day and age where you don't have to go to the library, or you don't have to buy a whole encyclopedia thing off of TV, or the encyclopedia dude selling them at the door or whatever. You don't have to do it. You got a whole device that everybody be having every day on social media and themselves to death. You got a whole device where you can, when you're in the bathroom, or you waiting for your food to get done, that thing that you was wondering about, Google that shit and find out something about it. But these kids, they just like, fuck it. Like man, fuck that shit, bro. I can't stand that bro talk. I understand slang. I'm a hip hop kid. I get this. I understand it. I understand slang. But this bro shit, a couple females ruined it for me. I can't stand, especially stand women saying.
Females calling you bro?
They weren't calling me bro. They were just doing that bro lane. I was like,
bro is cool, no, but
bruh or bro, I don't, either one of them. I will fight. Really? I'm dead ass serious. I will box.
Is that worth violence?
Yes, to me, yes. I will box. Dead ass serious.
Big country, ladies and gentlemen.
Why?
Can you tell us why? Is it because you're old?
No, dude. My first experience, it ain't got nothing to do with me being old. It's my first experience with that word. It was, I saw a couple of women were going at some dudes with that bro and that bruh shit. And I was like, but you a girl, you a lady, you're supposed to be a lady, and they were going hard. And I'm like, so that was my first experience. So from then on, every time I hear it, it infuriates me to no end. It's like getting pulled over by the police and getting chastised. I don't like it. You can ask him. I do not like it. And it take everything under the sun for me to just keep it under wraps, because I will go toe to toe with the police, and y'all can just pick me up later and check me out of the morgue. I will go toe to toe. But, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and not argue with people and not be upset about stupid, dumbass shit, that bro shit. I don't think women should be saying shit like that. But this is today, they try to, this is the millennials. Sis. This is the millennials, and you have to blah, 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 blah.
That is being used, and like, no, you shouldn't be referring to your man as bro, but you guys are my bros.
No, not like that. See, white dudes been saying bros for a long time, and
so the S makes the difference
in a gnarly surfer dude type of way.
No, I'm using
like
it in a
catching waves with my bros. That's okay,
dude. I can't take it.
I understand you. I understand that a lot of ignorant people use that to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? And these people that use that lingo are also associated with a certain level of ignorance. So I understand where you're coming from. The thing about it for me is that I know back in the 70s, we used to call each other brother. You know what I'm saying? Brother, and you know, that brother over there is better than nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad for it because of that. I'm not ecstatic about it. I'm like, it's the new slang for the day. Okay. And I use it sometime when I'm talking to some guy I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you dropped your phone. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Hey, nigga, you dropped your phone. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand it from that. And you're entitled to your pet peeves. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that bruh shit is kind of nerve-wracking to me. You know what I'm saying? Only because it's part of a lingo and that comes from a super ignorant group of people.
That's the only word for some. I thought about it the other day because some of the younger dudes, they were like, man, you just old. I'm like, dude, I've thought about this. Repetitive. I have absolutely no problem with any other slang other than that fucking word. I don't have no problem. I go toe-to-toe, blow. I'm telling you, I'll do it.
So what about you, K-Nikki? How was your week?
The work aspect of it was pretty short, so I did enjoy that. Had a nice Christmas. Cooked for the family and relaxed.
You didn't make no potato salad, did you?
I did not make potato salad.
Okay.
I made potato salad for Thanksgiving, though.
Bomb potato salad. Okay. If she made that and didn't invite us, we'd have had to have a meeting.
That's why I was
they always want me to make potato salad for parties.
Like when y'all ask who all over there, we be like, did you make the potato salad?
Yes.
Oh man.
I can bribe them to come over if they don't feel like it if I make potato salad.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I never ate nobody else's potato salad but my mom's. I never trust nobody like that because that's a lot of I don't know, it looks hard.
Stuff that can make you sick.
Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. So how was your Christmas?
Usual.
Bill Country.
Usual, you know.
What'd you get?
I usually furnish my own gifts.
Yeah, I think I did that.
I always
wait. What?
This is I mean, people, y'all don't know. I try to say stuff without saying it to let the people know that I'm about my childhood growing up, but it's carried over into my adulthood. I don't get gifts really. I have to buy my own stuff. I tell people don't even when people come asking, what do you want for Christmas? Don't even set yourself up. Don't set me up. Just don't do it. So I'll furnish my own gifts. I bought me a nice watch and a pair of Jordans. And my first pair of Jordans. So I'm cool with that. And I let my son.
Did you get the scooter?
Nope. He decided he was going to open up an Instagram page again after I told him not to do it. So the scooter motorcycle. I didn't buy the scooter. I bought him a motorcycle. He went back to the store.
Does he know about Instagram?
Nothing.
I don't know.
And for some strange apparent reason,
to play outside.
Some strange apparent reason,
with like toys.
My female, one of my female siblings and my son's piece of shit mom thought it was okay for him to have it, and they've just friended him. They didn't be like, your son's on Instagram. They didn't tell him nothing. They just like, oh, he's on there, and they friended him. And I'm like,
Jesus,
he's a kid.
That's why you need both parents in the house.
He's a kid. He does not need to be on Instagram. Open up. Everybody know. If you don't know, everybody know. If you open up Instagram, you ain't no telling what the hell you gonna see.
There's no
somebody
parental guides or age limits on Instagram.
Inviting. Kids are impressionable. You can get them easy. Promise them the world, and they'll fucking come in and talk to you or whatever the hell, and you will be like, I go to school at such and such, and then they'll just meet you at the school and just steal you and then sell you to a couple people over and overseas somewhere.
Did I ever tell you almost
nobody thinks like that, and they call me. You're old school, and you're all type of. They say I'm all type of shit because I'm trying to protect my child from predators and protect him from seeing vaginal areas before he's old enough to be able to see that shit. But it's something wrong with me. That's how they look at me. So I took the scooter back. I bought him a Nintendo Switch 2. I took that back. He still had a good Christmas, but I took all the major stuff back that he really, really wanted. And I really didn't want to buy him a motorcycle, but I had bought it, and He was crushed because I told him, I'm like, I let him see it too. I'm like,
that's bogus, man. That's bogus.
Oh, Daddy, I'm thinking. I'm like, it's going back to the store. Why? I said, you been on Instagram? And I said, I told you don't do it. I said, when I tell you don't do something, don't do it. That's it. End of story.
And you know what? He gonna remember that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he gonna remember it.
He's not gonna like you for a little bit.
That's
he's
fine.
Still gonna love you.
That's
you know
fine.
what I'm saying? But when he gets older, because that happened to me when I was a child. When I was bad, I was punished. Okay, accordingly. Like I remember one time I got like D's on my progress report. Progress fucking report. It's not the report card. So my parents basically took every fucking thing out of my room, and it was basically like a jail cell. All I had was books.
In the bed.
That's all you needed.
They took my Nintendo, and guess what? Been on the honor roll ever since. You take my video game, man. Even back then, I was like, man, we gotta fix this.
We had a certain level of fear back then. But these kids just don't have anymore.
There's no discipline. You can't,
they don't discipline
you
kids
can't
anymore.
You can't, I mean, not even to just kids. You can't say anything to people anymore without somebody trying to sue you, or they'll even take it to the extreme by finding where you are employed at and call them and tell them that you're hating something, and then you're fired. Now you can't feed your family because somebody, you said something that hit home to somebody's feelings or whatever the case may be.
You know what, man? I'm gonna save that. Let's table that because that's something I wanted to talk about, and that was the SJW phenomenon that's happening right now. Social justice warriors who enforce the politically correctness. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad y'all asked. My Christmas was kind of good, man. Only for the fact that we spent some time with the family. You know, a lot of family came through.
Playing the games.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, you know, the family came over. We went over my mom's house and we baked cookies. I made some, you'd have been proud. I made some, I made some sugar cookies and I dumped Sour Patch Kids in there.
Oh,
and
why you always doing something extra with the cookies?
Some extra stuff that
they was bomb though.
At all.
Do you see them anywhere around here? Do you see these cookies? Because they was bomb.
I'm pretty sure they threw them away once you left. Like, yeah, Betty, these were great.
They didn't.
I'm trying to remember
they did not. They gave them back to me. But anyway,
what was the last one? He did something crazy the last time. I was like,
the apple burger.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Who does that?
It's you take croissants, you know, from out of the explosive canister. You know what I'm saying?
Explosive canister.
And then you put them on the thing, and then you get like the apple pie, or whatever, and you put it in there, and you wrap the croissant in the apple pie.
Apple filling?
Yeah, apple pie filling. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like having a croissant, apple pie, butter, you know what I'm saying, type thing. And it was a hit. It didn't look the presentation because the plate was like greasy as fuck. But
the plate
I'm out here cooking, man.
Wait, what did you make these with? That the plate was greasy.
Butter, baby. Butter make everything good, man. Okay. Name something it don't.
Just like bacon.
I don't know.
Bacon make it. You can put bacon on ice cream. It don't even matter. Yeah, bacon make everything all right.
A few restaurants that.
But I did. You know what? Now that we're grown, I guess people don't know what to get us anymore. So I feel like we have to buy it ourselves now. You know what I'm saying? I bought a bunch of gifts for myself too. I bought a TV.
Hey.
I bought some Jordans.
What is it with Jordans this year? Like, I mean,
no, these Jordans, like I had some gym shoes that was kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I wanted some nice ones to go out with because every time I went out, I had these whack ass shoes on. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get some white shoes from the Nike store in the middle of the summer. It ain't happening. Not in the south side of Chicago. It ain't happening. All they had was Air Force Ones left. And I ain't trying to join the brigade.
Okay, so you all knew those were like, that was a shit when we were kids, right? The Air Force Ones?
Air Force Ones, yeah.
Don't they look like orthopedic shoes to you all now? Or is
they're a little bit big and blocky. I don't wear Nikes anyway.
All?
No.
Why?
I don't like the way they feel.
You don't like the way they feel? No,
they don't. The shoes compared to back in the day, like I used to wear them back in the day, they're just not made the same, and I just don't like them no more. They don't feel it's It's rough on my feet. I don't like it.
Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people. I tried to work out in Nikes and they were fucking me up. So, and I heard somebody else right behind me taking their shoes back like, these fuck up my feet. I mean, they got a cold concept with the air and shit. You know, what I'm saying?
Cool concept. They just don't make them with the quality that they used to make them.
Yeah,
A lot of things are made with the quality they were made in the past, though.
Well, my thing about the Air Force Ones is that I've always been like an original dude. Like being original was our thing back in the day. Like if you bit somebody's style or you look like somebody, you was like the bane of existence. Like you were very, very low. So when I see Air Force Ones, I'm not about to have the same shoes as everybody else walking around Southside. You know what I'm saying? So I bought some. They was like white and black, but they look like skateboard shoes.
Or even if you like when shell toes were popular and the Pumas were popular and everybody had them, you will flip your you will do your laces up so your shits wouldn't look like everybody else's. You know, you'll switch your colors up or checkerboard your laces. You want the fat laces, or you know 2, 3 laces, 2, 3, 4 laces. You'll hook it up so your shit don't look like everybody else's. But like the Air Force Ones, I can't do the Air Force One. I can't. I just can't.
These kids nowadays are wearing different shoes. Have you seen that?
Even with the Air Maxes now, Air Maxes are extremely popular. I will not purchase.
I don't like to use the word kids because then that means we're old. Because I remember our parents used to call us kids, and I was like, I ain't no fucking kid, man.
We'll still be kids to our parents, but this younger generation, is that better?
Yeah, that's the young adults. How about that? That's what I
mean, either way.
It's way too many
so then
syllables.
What are we? If they're young adults, are we old adults?
No, we're just adults.
We're just
You're an old adult.
We haven't transitioned over.
We're middle.
We're not seniors. The next level for us is seniors. So we're just gonna be regular adults.
The next level for us.
I mean, there's not a pre-senior age.
I like to think there is.
I mean, we're just adults until we become seniors. We're adults.
So you're a young adult, and then you become an adult, and then you're an old adult, and then
that's not a term. That is not a term.
We got to come up with.
You never heard that on the news? Well, there was a group of old adults.
Okay, middle age.
Okay,
we're not middle age.
But that's around
middle age.
40.
No, 50
40.
is middle age.
We're coming to the middle.
We are 40.
That's not.
We're coming to the middle.
Anyway, y'all, let's get down to brass tacks. Last week, we started to talk about this group of young ladies that were speaking on Slim Thug's comment about Russell Wilson and Sierra Wilson. Okay, he said that Sierra was not happy in her relationship because she's dating a square, a lame, a nice guy. And a lot of people tend to agree, even though she hasn't been quoted saying anything negative about her marriage. So let's pick it up from where we left off. Make sure y'all call us. Let me know if y'all can't hear anything.
In a recent interview, Sir Slim Thug asserted that Sierra was not happy in her relationship with Russell Wilson because he is a good guy. To use his word, he is a square. Let's get into this quote right here. He wrote this, y'all. This is his version.
And we quote
version. Do a woman used to talk to Future really want a Russell Wilson? He's just a corny dude. He's just like a square. Okay, before we get into this question of the week, what do you define as a good guy? What does that mean?
I've found, to be very honest, my definition of a good guy has changed over the years. A good guy for me used to mean that he had money, that he had a certain social standing, but I found that didn't mean that they were really good people. So now for me, a good guy is somebody that's kind, that's a hard worker, that doesn't have serious problems with honesty. And that
I don't like that's the premise of our conversation. She said she used to feel that way.
Yeah,
there's a lot of women that used to feel that way.
Yeah, well, see, women, you have the pleasure and the whatever to be able to do all of this stuff because you control everything with the booty. So,
oh my God, men can pick and choose. The type of woman that everybody has.
When we go to sleep and we drink, we can choose and pick them out as many as we want.
Stop.
We pick and choose them good on Pornhub.
My search is precise.
What we rule.
X videos, my search is precise.
You have a tendency
And
to
it pops
veer,
up.
though, towards what
It
you
pops up.
like.
But I like to point out, Slim Thug said a woman like Sierra. So if you all didn't pick up on that, Sierra obviously has a reputation that a lot of people don't know about. For him to be able to say a woman like Sierra would not be happy with this square dude, she has a reputation. And there's yes.
Yeah, she got
Okay,
pictures
I'm sorry, where?
smoking with Future. She got pictures hanging on the 50. She dated thugs before Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay. So because there are pictures of this,
Not even
woman
the pictures.
with various artists.
If anybody
this
ever
means
say
that she has a reputation.
No, she's
No,
actually,
if-
if you Google it, you can see who she's dated, and it's been a line of bad
Artists?
guys. No,
No,
bad
no,
guys.
no.
I don't know
if
they're artists.
anybody ever, if you ever hear anybody says anything like that, like a woman like K-Nikki shouldn't be dating, you have a reputation, and you
Yeah,
better find out
yeah.
what it is.
I
I mean,
disagree with
t-
that. I've
let-
been
let me
lied
ask
on
y'all a
before.
question.
Here, hold
Like,
on, Legend, real quick.
You don't like? Is this actually a credible source? Like, does he have any sort of relationship with Sierra?
I'm about
be
to
able
I'm about
make
to
these
explain it to you.
claims?
I'm about to explain it to you because for whatever reason, women are oblivious to this. And my son's mother used to get very upset when I used to treat her. A hoe's business is not private.
That's a new
Of
T-shirt.
course.
I know. A lot of women don't get that.
Selling it.
A lot of women, no. You don't understand what I'm saying. You know, no, prostitutes sell pussy. Hoes,
They're not the same.
no, hoes just they're not in their lane. And this is why I always say learn your craft, because prostitutes, they getting their money and they doing whatever it is that they need to do, and they're not ashamed of their game. They let it know. Now we have everyday hoes that be trying to double dust the line between being a lady and I can do what I want because I'm a woman, and this is 2000 and whatever the fuck, and this is the year of the panties and whatever the hell.
The year of the panties,
So,
ladies and gents.
but women don't understand. I'm going to explain if any women are listening. I'm going to explain to you how you get a reputation. Women don't understand that they go to two places when they go out to hang out. They go to two places. They got two bars or two clubs, whatever it is that they hang out. There's no more. It's no more than two places. If you decide that you're going to be a promiscuous woman in either one of them places, women don't know, or they just blind, or they just stupid, or whatever the hell. But men pass the word on down the board to warn other dudes, hey, or to put them on. Hey, dog, she get down. Go holler at her. And the word get passed. That's how hoes get a reputation. So for Slim Thug to say a woman like Sierra, she has a reputation. I don't care about the pictures. I don't care about any of that. For somebody to say she has a reputation, this is action that somebody have seen.
What I want you guys, and what I took from a woman like Sierra, given her background and everything, what I took from it, like, can you name 5 squares that have a very attractive woman? I'll wait.
It's one.
It seems Sierra. It seems
No, I'm
like
talking about way colder than Sierra. Ain't even. She ain't.
I'm not. I will say, Steph Curry's wife is eligible. They've been rocking since high school, though, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
What is your
I'm talking about
definition of
top
a
10
square?
world, like that one chick.
Somebody
with the
like
eyes.
Russell Wilson.
I love Russell Wilson. I think he's great.
I think he's rich.
I
Yeah,
think he's rich.
he got a little bit of money.
Okay,
Got a little
I
bit
know
of
he's
bread.
rich, but
Got a
I
little
think
bit of
he's
bread.
a good guy, just overall.
Oh, yeah, I
Like,
believe
a
it.
good guy.
I think
I believe
you know
you.
what?
To
And
hell
one
with
thing
being
I want to
rich,
say,
that don't make you.
I've been meaning
guy.
to say this shit for years, man. Evil people prey on Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Like when I saw Russell Wilson sitting up there telling, he had an interview or something, and he was like, God told me to go talk to her. God told me that we shouldn't have sex until marriage. And I'm like, yo, son, she is not a virgin. All right. She been rocking with the nastiest of nastiest before you. So what are you trying to prove with this? Now, see, evil people will see this and they'll take advantage of it. I don't know how or if that happened, but these are the type of people that evil people take advantage of. All right. She has a child by him, and we're watching. I've always called it the slowest train wreck in history.
Yeah.
Okay. Because way before they even got married, people's like, then they got married, people still like, dude pushing around future kid. People like,
no, how many years are they in?
it's got to be it's got to be a minute, dude.
Why are we?
Well, they got
the fact that
they ain't got no more
making it work. Like marriage isn't
No.
easy. I've been married
I will
and now
bet-
divorced.
I
Like,
will bet you-
it's not easy.
I will bet you right now $100. They got a total of 8 years until it starts to unfold.
Why do you feel that way? I mean, because if
This
they're
is the
working together,
I would
this
say
is
10.
and
10
they're
is the
communicating
average.
with one
This is-
another,
no.
and they're trying to do what it takes to make it work.
They're
Why
not-
can't
they're
it
not
be
trying-
the-
make it-
they're
why
not
can't it
trying
be
to
the
do
marriage
anything.
to make it the long haul.
They're not trying to
How
do
do you
anything.
know that though? We don't live with them. We don't
They're
see how they interact
Okay,
with one
but-
another. We don't.
But see, you have to start off. You have to start off with what you got. That's the first thing you have to understand. Forget everybody's feelings and all that stuff. You have to start off with what you got. It's like you're trying to make a fire. And all you got is one match and some dry paper or whatever. You got to use what you got.
I
And
mean,
you
so
got to use it a
what are
certain
you
way.
saying? But
So just from the trial record of situations like that,
what situation are we referring to?
a public relationship like that, in the circumstances, you have Russell Wilson, who's this God-fearing man and believe in a whole bunch of it seems like a pretty nice guy.
Right.
Seems like a pretty nice guy. Sierra comes from a background of having a reputation, and
I'm sorry, I've never heard anything about Sierra's reputation, but
it doesn't
seems like
just because you didn't hear about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
matter. The word,
but it seems like it's out there that she has a reputation.
If anybody,
It's not a whole reputation, just the type of men that she used to like. Women have their types. Her type was thug. All right, and then she flipped it. She went from thug.
This was almost a
corny guy.
I'm sorry. Shouldn't this be the type of woman that you all are commending because she flipped it around? She's not your average.
If
black
it was
woman.
real, I just said I hope they make it. If it was real,
with that thug,
I'll commend her.
So you guys
in
are
20 years if they still married.
This whole conversation and how you feel about it on whatever this Slim, whoever he is, said.
The past. What the fuck? I didn't even hear the phone ring. God damn it.
No,
anyway,
if they're still married in 20 years, I'll commend her from she actually meant what she did.
I think she is like,
if you look in any entertainers' relationships, marriages, or whatever the hell, I think they've gone 6 years the most. I said I'm gonna give her 8. I'm gonna give them 8. If she make it past 8 years, because you have to solidify enough time in there so you can tell so the judge can be like, oh, well, you lived this lifestyle for so long. Okay, I'm gonna give you this check, and then boom, you have to do certain. It's a time frame before you can call it quits. You know, Lisa Ray did it.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson did it.
But why do we automatically assume that she doesn't?
It's not an assumption. It's right there.
What? She hasn't done, like, what is right there? She hasn't done anything.
So here, okay, check it out.
We got to move on, man.
Stepping out of her marriage. Like, what has this woman done?
Here's the thing, and this is why. Okay,
I love you, Sierra.
Men recognize patterns. Okay, we're logical creatures. We try to figure stuff out all the time. All right, because that's how we push forward mankind. Whenever somebody has a lifelong pattern, it's very hard for them to change. I think that Sierra was like, look, man, I gotta, Russell Wilson, I gotta try it out. And I know what Slim Thug is saying, because I've been in the same situation. I've dated or tried to date women who used to date thugs, and they were just like, nah, man, this shit ain't working. Like,
so she couldn't have just grown up as a woman and as a person.
That's why I said in 20 years,
something different.
In 20 years, if they're still together, I'll give it to her. I'm like,
it's gonna be 10 years because she got a baby by him and she's gonna divorce him and get the shit. People might think that's cynical, but we've seen the same situation happen over and over again. It's a pattern.
Well, I'm rooting
it
for
would
him,
be
and
great,
and
you can
happen.
root, but I'm not gonna bet on that shit. Would you bet on that shit? Would you bet on that shit?
Would I bet on it? I can't bet on. I don't know these people. I don't know anything about their personal lives outside.
We'll find out.
It doesn't even have to be about their personal life. Period.
I can speak
in life
to the source.
I get you.
Then
But no. But here, see, this is what Legend just said. This is what Legend just said about us analyzing and trying to figure things out. Men pay attention to things like this, especially when you've been ran over a few times. You pay attention to patterns of women because you have to talk to 50 million of them just to get a couple of them to
protect yourself.
So you have to protect yourself to a degree, to where your inner desires give in, and you just bite the bullet sometime, and you just pay the sacrifice for it.
But do you all not understand? Like, you all want these.
You
want women to make a change. This woman has stepped in and made a change in the type of guy that she dated for whatever that reason may be.
It's not solidified.
For whatever that reason may be, she stepped up and she made a change.
Okay.
Now all of a sudden, we are now saying, "Oh, well, in 8 to 10 years, this isn't going to work." Like, why don't we encourage them or try to?
It doesn't matter what we do. Whatever is going to play out is going to play out. We could act positive and all of that. Talk positive, but the same shit is going to happen.
That we're automatically assuming that because of her background and the men that she's dated,
this comes from.
She's not going to stay married to her husband.
It's not an assumption. This
shit happens to me all the time.
This is actual percentages in life.
But she married this man. There's a difference
but you have to
dating somebody and marrying them.
I get that
she
part.
She married this man. She looked at him and said, "Okay, this is the type of man that I want to be with."
Mm-hmm.
She never married. What was his name?
Kim Kardashian married dude, and then
Future, right? She never married him. Yes, they had a child together, but she never married him.
Exactly.
So
Zachary.
That doesn't speak.
She had a baby with him and didn't marry him. What type of woman is she?
Her character at all that she didn't even
here. Let me ask you a question.
This is not going to work.
Here. Let me ask you.
We need to move on.
With a better man.
Here, let me ask you a question. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. Are you a virgin?
You know good and damn well I was married.
Okay.
Even prior to that, I wasn't a virgin. Okay.
All you have to do is answer the question. You're a virgin?
Just say no.
Virgin?
Just say no. There's nothing to think about it.
I'm not,
you just can't do it, do you? You can't just say yes or no.
No, because she doesn't want to contribute to your point.
I know.
What?
All you have to do is say yes or no. But okay.
Yes or no.
Here, let me go to the next one. Do you have a child?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not ready for children. Because I'm divorced.
Even before you're married. Before you were married.
Because I believe in marriage before I have children.
Okay, so
that's different.
That's
that's not different.
A very nice.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
I
gotten so far away from that.
I completely understand that. I completely agree with that.
But I could be a single mom right now.
There are obviously a bunch of people out here that believe otherwise. This is not a positive thing to have a child outside of wedlock. It's not positive. I don't care what.
Contrary to your beliefs, African Americans.
I don't care how good anybody says of a person. Anybody says they are. I don't care about any of that stuff. It is extremely important for a child to have both of their parents present.
I agree.
So they can get both sides of the story.
I agree.
I had to explain that shit this week to somebody on Instagram. Did you see that? I think I tagged you on that shit. And she was like, "There's nothing wrong with being a strong, independent mom." I said, well, with 80% of inmates from all races come from broken homes, which means that there was no father there, and you're aspiring to create a broken home. Yeah, there's something really fucking wrong with that shit.
I don't understand why they can't.
And she was like, so what was I supposed to do? You were supposed to make sure that the guy you was fucking
didn't dump off in you.
No, not that. But if you guys are going to do what you're going to do, you're supposed to make sure that he is a guy, a family-oriented man. He's going to be a great father. He's going to be a great husband. She don't know. Please don't interrupt me. But she don't know nothing about that because her mom was the same single woman aspiring to be successful and independent. You know what I'm saying? So this shit was brand new to her. You're supposed to make sure the guy you fucking and you have a baby with is going to stay around. What these motherfuckers be doing is fuck anybody they feel like. And then when they get pregnant, they say, oh, I'm pregnant. Now you got to be a man. You know what I'm saying? That's not how that's ass fucking backwards.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, because it's not
hold on. Everybody else knows this.
When I'm swiping, also knows that when he sleeps with a woman, she could potentially get pregnant.
But I can't get pregnant.
At that point, if
he's a piece of shit guy, do you think he cares about it? If he's a piece of shit guy,
that's not the situation.
No. We about to get into this choosing argument.
Men have deceived.
This is what they will not ever accept.
I am coming. No, that's bullshit.
They will not ever accept the fact. This is your responsibility. Okay, if he's a piece of shit guy, he's not gonna stand up and be a great father. You should not be fucking piece of shit guy.
How do you know that? How do you know that he's?
You take your time. You just take your time.
You take your time. Okay.
Ain't nobody waiting on no.
There's a lot
we
of men
shouldn't be sitting up here telling women how to be women, how to choose guys.
You telling?
You say there's a lot of men
how to be a woman. I am saying simply, as a woman, how do you determine? Because you all have told me on several occasions, there is no way for you to walk up, talk to a woman, and know whether or not she's a hoe.
Who?
Benny, have you not said that to me on several occasions?
So
how can
who can't?
You can't walk up to a woman and have a conversation with her and know whether or not she's
yes,
woman.
I can look at motherfuckers and tell they ain't shit.
Yes, I can.
So now they're okay. So
y'all don't have that power, I guess. Women's intuition is bullshit. What? I don't know. But I can look at a motherfucker and be like, he ain't shit.
And then that's the other part that trips me out with women.
You've told me before.
Y'all have a baby by the motherfucker and then find out he ain't shit.
That you have no way of knowing when you walk up to a woman.
You got it right. You got to get to know her.
Exactly.
When I walk up to a woman, I don't get her pregnant.
For a determined man that wants to sleep with a woman, it doesn't matter if you make him wait 3 months. It doesn't matter if you make him wait 6 months.
Here.
It doesn't matter if you give it to him the next day.
Here.
He's not going to reveal who he is until he gets what he wants.
Okay,
all right.
Okay. I understand.
Rock a condom. Don't have a baby with him.
Here. Let me explain it like this.
Don't have a baby with him until you know him.
Let me explain it like this.
So what? You get pregnant by this no good ass man, but just to
shouldn't have been fucking a no good ass man.
Yourself, you should get an abortion.
No, you don't.
You shouldn't have been fucking a no good ass man.
Oh my
Check this out. Here.
If only it was that cut and dry all the time.
Keep calling my government.
Here. Check it out. Check it out. Put it like this.
Violence. You see,
there has been a few women that I have waited. The longest I've waited was 3 years. 3 years to hit.
3 years.
I calmly waited. I had my days where it was a struggle. It was a struggle. And the one girl, it was not worth it. I stopped in the middle of it and I was like, get your clothes on and come on, let's get up out of here. But I've waited a long time. But I've never, and I can honestly say this, I'm not going to say never because there's a couple of them in there I can count on my hand. But the majority of the women I've ever approached, I've never approached them in no type of ill will. I've never. That's the whole point. When men approach women, they not looking for you see something like, okay, I can deal with that. That look like something nice I could possibly come to the crib to. So you go, I'm gonna go ahead and holler at this. Now, when you hungry, this is the part that you don't understand, that women don't understand because they so caught up in their empowerment. When men are hungry, they're gonna eat. And they're gonna eat regardless because they are naturally hunters and they naturally are. This is the other part where women get confused about the providing part. Men are gonna provide. It has shit to do with money. It has to do with their intelligence, their will and instincts, and a whole bunch of shit. They're gonna provide for whatever the fuck it is that they need. They're not gonna go starve. So when you out here and if you starve and you ain't no virgin, you ain't had no booty in a minute, you're gonna hit something. Whether you gotta lie to her or whatever the case may be. But women, you get so caught up in trying. Women tell other women about this mystical superpower that they think they got, and women, you don't understand that dudes hold you accountable for you saying that you're so smart and you're so intelligent and all this stuff, but for some apparent reason, you keep getting caught up by the same dumbass shit. Women have 52 million contraceptives to not get pregnant.
Right.
I can't if they get pregnant.
They got
women love
plan B.
Women love to include men. Abortion. Women love to include men in this process, but it is against the. I cannot. If I get you pregnant, you want to get an abortion. If I say no, you can't do it. I have no say so. It is against the law.
Right.
The law. I can go to jail if I force you to do otherwise. You can provide
an opinion.
I can provide all I want. It's not going to go my way. So this is the part where women don't understand. But women do this shit on purpose because they want the piece of shit dude, which they're gonna say in the video. The little girl in the middle, she says it. She explains it perfectly. They want the piece of shit dude because they don't have to live up to any expectation. They want to date that piece of shit
Sorry,
guy.
I just
They
don't
want to
know
control
any
them.
women
They
that
want them to tell them when and where to
want a
come.
piece
Well,
of
here's the
shit
thing,
and
and
all
we
of
got to
that
move
stuff.
on. Here's the thing, man. I found that every other woman understands that they are in control of their own body. I don't know how hookers and hoes dodge getting pregnant. I don't know how all these other women manage not to have babies before they get married. And even when they do, I notice on these dating apps, they put it right up front because they know it's fucked up. They know it's a point, a count against them. They just be like, I'm a single mom, so if that's a deal breaker, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, until Black women take accountability for what they are doing, ain't shit gonna change, man. We figured that shit out years ago. They not gonna change. If they start taking accountability, then the burden of our culture going in the toilet is going to rest on their shoulders, and they can't handle that. You know, people always ask me, so it's all a woman's fault. Nobody is in control of your body but you. If you let a fucked up guy bang you raw and get pregnant, guess whose fault that is? You want to pass the blame? Guess what? There's fucked up guys in every race. Every race. How do these other women manage
To dodge
them fucked up guys? Just tell the truth. You like fucked up guys.
They don't. All of them don't.
No, ain't nobody saying all.
Ain't nobody saying
No
all.
one say all. Not all.
We're talking about the
They about
majority.
to make fun of you. You know that, right?
About the majority. You're talking about the majority.
I don't agree with
You don't
it.
have to agree with it. There are stats, you know, when you are born, there's documented.
This shit gonna roll whether you believe it or not.
Before you interrupt me, I'm saying I don't agree with these babies or what have you being born out of wedlock. I don't agree with any woman, for that matter, making that decision consciously to have a child with a no good ass man. That's just stupid. However, there are women out here that have had children with no good men unintentionally. All women are not out here sleeping with no good men having babies.
Well, if they are attracted to no good men, because this whole video right here is explaining why they like no good men. So let's press play. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's press play.
You can't speak for. That's not speaking for all of us.
Stop saying the ALL word.
That
okay?
video does not have to say for all of us.
But you all never say.
Listen, we're talking about the problem,
We're
which
talking
is
about
the
general.
majority. Black women is just black
there
women.
is
It's just
no
black
way
women, and
that
that's
we
the
can
problem.
talk specifically about everybody.
It's just funny to
People be
me.
like, well, I know somebody who just. We're talking about the majority. All right, and something's wrong with the fucking phone tonight, man. I don't know why it's not ringing, but I keep seeing these missed calls.
You know this. You
comment.
You have
man.
You have a position at your job.
I'm a good woman,
you know
regardless of if I'm black or my
I
color.
completely
know that,
but you don't make up the whole culture. You don't make up the whole culture. And I understand what the good women.
Like even that Sierra situation,
okay, but look,
that's nuts to me. Like we can't just wish her well and
yes, we can.
It works out. No, you all are pretty much guaranteeing that because of who she dated in the past, her marriage is going to end 8 to 10 years.
No, it has. Look, check this out. This has nothing to do with a little bit. Well, she dated in the past. This is men going through life through trial and error. Mm-hmm. This part of life, what we go through, you don't have to go through it because you're a woman. You control.
You don't know anything about it.
I have. You don't tell me a time where you've approached in a week. I counted them. What was it? 1,900 women.
You approached 1,900 women in
1 week.
That's like
I can't.
Not even possible.
That. Not even on.
How many men approach you on a day-to-day basis? Exactly.
What?
If you count it up at the end of the year, I guarantee it'll be over 50,000.
No.
And ain't no way.
50,000 men.
I guarantee.
No.
Guarantee.
Men don't even try to talk to me on a daily basis.
I would bet my life. It's cool. As soon as you do, it's like you got mold on your cheese in your refrigerator. You're like, I ain't no mold. Just dude, it's mold. It's cool. It's cool. Just say it so we can fix the fucking problem. We don't never say no all of anybody. Anytime we have a discussion on this show,
it's just black
women.
It's black women.
It's about the majority. Anytime there's a problem, you have to go to where the majority of whatever to solve the problem. Mm-hmm. And your job when there's an issue, You already know how to handle this. You find out, you go to the majority of wherever the issues are coming from, and then so what's the difference now?
So what you are
it's common knowledge
because of Black women that we have so many issues in our community. It's our fault. It's Black women as a whole.
Okay, fault. I didn't say. See, now you're going as a whole.
Asking. I'm not. I am asking.
Yes,
the majority. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You are absolutely correct.
Right.
That's why I don't talk to you about this shit no more.
We're responsible for the criminal activity.
Yes.
Black men going out and being killed.
Yes.
Getting involved in gangs.
Yes.
What have you? Okay.
Yes.
Do you know that children are 10 times more likely to get into those activities when they come from a broken home? Did you know that they are more likely to get pregnant in high school?
Ain't our opinion.
Yeah. We researched this and found this. We're not making this up.
You can
We're not bashing y'all. This is fact.
Whatever you want online. I'm sorry.
No,
you can't.
No,
it don't matter. You can go down to the office yourself. You don't have to research it online. You can go down and see what they have on paper. People fail to realize
statistics that they did.
Exactly.
So it's just like me going out and asking 100 people the same question. 100 people aren't going to represent the majority.
You don't have to. It's super simple. Go to a jail and ask everybody in the jail. Did you grow up in a 2-parent or a single parent home? And then boom, you have your statistics from jail. It's not like you're trying to cover how many people on earth, like 20 billion or whatever the hell.
People listen. Places looking for those types.
No,
you're not. No. What are you talking about?
When we look at the CDC numbers,
into,
I can't believe we're missing all these damn calls.
Like Bronzeville, and ask how many of those kids grew up with both of their parents. How about we go into,
I get that part.
You know, that's what I'm saying.
That part is not the problem. That part is not the problem. If we are talking about the crime that is happening on the south side of Chicago, it is not a bunch of white kids running around shooting everybody up. It's Black children and Latino children.
Right.
That's what is happening. So in order to get a basis or some type of understanding of why this is happening, there's a real quick way to go where you don't have to run out on the street and interview every person. It's a bunch of people locked up. All you got to do is not like I just said, it's like 20 billion or however many people on the planet. You can't interview all those people.
And that statistic is everybody, not just Black people.
And that's everybody.
White and everybody that's in prison.
Everybody.
80% of them come from a broken home.
Muslim, whatever the case may be. This is that statistic.
This has been proven. Single motherhood has been proven the number one factor.
Single family homes and are not in prison. We're not.
I completely get it.
Single mothers. We're not.
Completely
like,
get it.
Where are the stats on that type of stuff?
But
there are stats on that type of stuff, but they're not bigger than the problem. That's why we talk about the problem. That's why we talk about the problem.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about the good things for? There's no problem with the good things. We're trying to fix the problem. The problem is that our culture's in the garbage. Why?
So
and how do we get it out?
So
listen, everybody. I just want to say this: if they're not going to listen, they're done, son. Fucking move on, dog.
So what you?
There's no reason to sit up here and argue ABC 1, 2, 3.
So
there's no reason. I don't do it anymore.
So what you're saying is,
I'm just simply trying to understand.
So what
I don't know. For years, I've been I've been trying to make people who did not understand what the fuck is going on, what is happening to them.
No, you're
and
yelling.
You know what?
You're not helping
they fought
understand anything.
They fought tooth and nail to preserve their ignorance.
So they
want to stay ignorant. They want to say, no, there's no problem. You know, as long as we don't look at it, as long as we don't talk about it, then everything's fine. While steadily this ship has sunk to the bottom of the ocean and is now sinking to the bottom of the fucking earth. Okay, nobody's gonna do nothing about it. We're all gonna ignore it. Every time we get critical about somebody, you're gonna say we bash and we being negative. It's done, son. Quest said it. No, Quest said it a long time ago.
In this conversation,
I didn't realize till recently that when in 2019, I'm not trying to convince nobody ABC 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and do your fucking thing. I'm not fucking with them people no more. I can't save y'all. Me and my mama, we can't save y'all.
Me and my mama.
We can't save y'all. If you're not gonna listen, fuck y'all. We can't save.
So let me ask you this.
You're not listening.
Let me ask you this, K-Nikki.
I don't need saving. Thank you.
So let me ask you this.
But no, I don't want to see you fucked up. I don't want to see none of my friends fucked up. That's why we tell you this shit.
If you rob a bank, because you take the money home to and your boyfriend or man is there, you're gonna make him an accomplice?
I mean, he pretty much becomes
an accomplice. I already know by law. Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I'm saying is you rob a bank by yourself.
Right.
And you go home and like you down with this no matter what.
Mhm.
If the police coming, I'm telling you that you did it with me.
Why would I do that?
So why on earth would you have a baby and then try to include somebody else into it when you're the sole controller?
Because he helped to make that baby. Excuse me. It took two people. I didn't make that baby by myself. That man knew when he laid
It's
down.
only one
with
person
me
that can get pregnant.
See, and this is the number
It's only
one
one
problem
person that
right
can
here.
get
That's the selfish mentality
Right
that
here.
black men have.
This is
Well,
the
no,
number
or
one
any man that
problem.
steps
This
away
is-
from
no,
his
this is-
child.
hold on,
in
Legend.
general.
Hold on, Legend.
Number
Oh,
one
it is-
problem right here.
Oh, your responsibility as a
You're
woman.
trying to get a piece of
Every-
shit guy to
Women
do the
get
right
pregnant on
thing.
birth control,
You're
too.
attracted
Women
to
get
piece of
pregnant
shit
on
guys
condoms.
who never do the right thing.
completely
But
get
when you get pregnant,
are
you
really
expect him to
angry
do the right
for
thing.
no reason.
I
I don't know who
It's
hurt your
stupid.
feelings this week,
I
but I really want you to
but this-
calm down.
but
It's
this is what
stupid.
I'm saying.
Now my feelings have been hurt,
This is what
even
I'm
though I've
saying.
been saying this shit for like 12
But
years.
This is what I'm saying. So what you're saying is nobody has the individual responsibility to do anything.
No, I'm not saying that.
So why are you
I'm saying
including
the two
somebody else?
people that laid down and made that decision to have sex, the man and the woman, it is both of their responsibilities.
How?
Good luck, man.
How?
See?
Because
I'm not
you're an
explaining
adult,
this shit in
that
2019.
woman is an adult.
No.
Both of us know
I
we all took
understand.
sex ed, so we all
Okay,
know what
okay,
happens when you.
okay.
Okay, so
Listen. Just listen one
okay,
second.
so if we lay down, we don't have a baby, but somebody gets an STD. Is that then just my responsibility as a woman because I should have known?
This is not that. We can all get an STD. We can not all get pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah, you get pregnant, you bring a whole fucking person into existence.
So,
Okay,
how
look.
does this
wait,
even make
will you
sense
just wait a
to you
second?
on what you're saying?
Listen, I'm trying to explain it.
Because we can't do it by ourselves. I can't go lay down in
This
your
is the
bed
number one
Hey,
problem.
hey, check this out.
I have
a
told
baby to
y'all a
have-
Now
million
you
times.
can.
I said
Now
it
you
a million
can.
times during
There's
this
50
very
million gay
same
women out here getting pregnant.
podcast.
Right, by artificial
Listen,
insemination.
these people that they
are
like,
making the
these people that they
conscious
like
decision to have children
don't
on
even
their own.
respect
You're
the
making
law.
a conscious decision to lay
These
down
people
with
that they
somebody
like
unprotected.
Don't
and
even
have a baby.
respect the law. So how the
But I'm
fuck
not
do they
gonna-
expect
I'm
them
not gonna
to
blame
respect
every
them?
single mother
When
out
if they
here
don't do right by them,
for-
they don't even have a jail to
It's
put them
not-
in.
It's
I don't
not
have no
every single
kids.
mother.
I ain't dating no.
It's not every
bad
single
guy.
mother.
I don't know.
There
what's
are women out
right
here-
You sat up here and said
Okay.
he's supposed to be a
Angry.
man. He
A
wasn't
man
a man
should
when
be
you
a
fucked
man.
him in the first place.
Of
Why you
course.
expect him to be
Sometimes
one
people
now?
don't know that. In the same way, you may fuck a hoe.
Okay,
and you
so
don't
my
know she a
cousin-
I'm
hoe.
not about to have a
Stop.
baby with a hoe.
Stop it.
So my
You
cousin.
don't know that.
So my
She
cousin.
could be highly fertile. You wore a condom, the condom broke, and she got pregnant. She could have been on birth
Absolutely,
control.
absolutely.
But the
and got
difference
pregnant. So
between
you don't
hey,
know that.
the difference
Absolutely.
between
So my cousin.
me and the piece of shit guy, I'm gonna handle my responsibilities because
Okay.
I've done a
You say
pattern
that
of
now.
that.
Okay, so my cousin who has 18 children, she's an excellent person, and all the guys are pieces of shit.
No, your cousin's stupid.
So this is what I'm.
I'm sorry.
Women
Any
will never
woman-
ever take the
and you
blame
all
for
can be
any
mad at
goddamn
me
thing,
for this,
dog.
but any woman that
Tell me,
lays
when was the
down
last
and-
time a
and is
woman was
baby
like,
making machine for
yeah,
multiple
my
women?
bad, that was
That's
my
stupid.
fault.
But
That's stupid. Yes, women make mistakes. There are good women
Oh, they
out
do?
there
Everybody
that
makes
make mistakes,
Everybody
that have
makes
I
babies
can't
by
tell.
no good ass men. Now, the
Y'all
first
love
time
no
is a
good-ass
mistake.
men.
If you continue to do that shit, then you're stupid.
But that's what's
and I don't give
happening.
a fuck what anybody says
But
on
that's what's
that.
happening. Do you
You
understand
on the
that?
other side are just angry for no fucking reason.
Do you
I want you to
understand?
woosah.
But you understand that's the majority.
No,
of what's
I get frustrated. I get
I believe
passionate
it.
when
I
I'm
believe it,
explaining
but what I'm
ABC
saying is
1, 2,
that's
3,
that's not
and people
always
just
the
don't
case.
get it.
And that's not what's
nobody
always
said that's
going
a-
on.
We're gonna go
Stop
back to
talking
one
to
What do
mic,
we do
man.
to fix it though? Like,
We're
and
trying
every
to
time I come
tell
on
you.
this show, I ask, how do we fix it?
And-
He's angry as hell.
Listen, if you can you stop 1 second?
Act like you are
Stop 1 second.
Mr.
Just
Legend.
stop 1 second. Just stop 1 second. If I go outside, don't say nothing until I finish, please.
Please respect.
I'm
Please.
punch both of you after this is over.
No, because
It's
I
gonna be Royal
completely-
Rumble, man.
I completely understand what you're saying. I know women that have been married for 10, 15 years and husband died in war or car accident.
Or husband decided he didn't.
I
want
just
to do
asked you,
it.
don't say
Okay,
nothing.
okay.
Can't help it. Can't
I
help
just
it.
asked you not to say anything. I want you just said, how do we solve the problem? I'm trying to explain it.
I'm listening.
Ain't nobody never said no, all women just no. We are anytime we
trying to
talk
hear
about
it, dog.
anything, we talk about the majority.
Oh, so you can talk, but I can't.
People have to
Not
take
talking over him.
responsibility for their actions. It's not always pretty. It's not.
Right. Everybody,
And you
not
say-
just women.
I just said everybody.
Man.
I said
Okay.
people. Didn't I say people? I didn't say the half gays, the full gays, the men.
But
the
you all
women.
just set up
I
here
said
and said
people.
the We're the
I
problem.
just said
Black
people.
women as a whole are the problem.
I'm trying
But
to.
now it's everybody.
I just asked you. I just said.
We're talking about a whole different point.
I just said. I just said before you even said that. I didn't single out anybody. I said people.
Okay.
Have to take responsibility for their actions. It's not always pretty.
We'll never
There's
do this
always a majority. I don't care what your feelings are. You can't beat it. We don't need no statistics to know that there's a majority. We don't need it. We don't need no paper. We don't need nobody hearsay and all that. There's gonna be a majority. It just happens. If you don't know that, then you need to stay docile in your area and be controlled by somebody. If you don't understand
controlled by
yes.
somebody. So you all don't feel like
and you're still.
the
I'm trying to.
because you're not going to ever stop talking.
You're asking for an answer.
It's not going to be an engaging conversation.
It is because you asked for an answer, and I'm trying to explain it. Okay. I'm trying to explain it.
We're going back to one mic, y'all. We're going back to one mic.
I get you. There, you can't tell me anything I don't get from every aspect because I see the way I grew up. I seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and I saw it as a young child. And I never wanted children because I saw what was happening. Mm-hmm. I saw what was happening as a result of all these women. I saw it. I was like, the booty is getting controlled in this direction. And a lot of people, oh no, it ain't the booty, and everybody got a decision, and everybody, it's not that. Everybody. I don't understand. I don't know how to explain other than you can have sex with the whole football team if you want to. That you got the shot, the once a month, the once of everything to prevent if this is the type of lifestyle that you are going to lead. Mm-hmm. If you don't understand the importance of bringing a child, what that does to the child, you're going to bring a child into this world with somebody you don't know because people have sleep with people that they just met. They don't know. And people get pregnant and they don't know. If you keep continuing that cycle, you're a part of the problem. And this is what we have today. So in order to fix the problem, you have to say there's a problem.
Right.
They won't admit
Just like
that there's a problem.
Everybody's job. Anytime there's a problem at the job, people, the CEOs, everybody, where's the problem come from? Because we're losing money. Where's the problem coming from? When we talk about it, oh, y'all ain't getting no pussy and y'all sensitive. No.
You angry.
There's a problem.
You are angry tonight. I don't care what you say.
I don't care what names you call me, sticks and stones.
All I know is
what name
may
did
break.
I call
you call me angry. My name is not angry.
And all I know is you can't beat it. He can't beat it. The doorman downstairs can't beat it. Them squirrels outside can't beat it.
Okay,
I cannot get pregnant. I can't say yes or no if you keep the baby. So whose responsibility is that? That is the woman's responsibility.
It's clear
now. Wait.
That's sad that you think it's solely a woman's responsibility to take care of a child. But okay,
people have their responsibilities.
Y'all act like a man come in y'all house in the middle of the night, get you pregnant, and skate off.
Opinion, because that's not the truth.
That's not an
Any
opinion.
man that sticks up and stays in his child's life does not feel like it's solely the woman's responsibility to decide what happens.
You know what's stupid? Come on, we gotta do closing remarks.
Okay.
You know what's stupid is that all these motherfuckers will say black woman is God, but she not responsible for any of her mistakes. Listen, y'all, if we were ever gonna fix this, because in my mind this shit is dead, son. If we were ever going to fix this, you have to come to the table and you have to say, you have to agree, there's a problem. Here's where I'm at fault. Here's where you're at fault. Okay. But when we go to here's where you're at fault, no, it ain't. They pass it right back to us. They don't never do nothing wrong. Everything is our fault. And listen, this is why they have to do that. Only them and white men have to keep up the stereotype that we piece of shit men and we don't take care of our children. Us good men, we sitting scratching our head like, why are all these pieces of shit men getting all the babies and all the good girls? You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole video is about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? When we sit up here and we try to tell people about the ABC 1, 2, 3, and there has been like 1% that has been like, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? And the problem just gets worse and worse. Go ahead, man.
And that comes from whatever damage has been put upon people as children. And you can't refute or deny somebody's living situation. Yes, it may be fucked up if you grew up in a single parent home, if you feel it's fucked up, or whatever the case may be. All I know is, had I not had some male influence in my life, I could have been fucked up somewhere. I could have been fucked up somewhere, on a Saturday, in jail, dead, wherever the case may be. And there's across the nation, there are plenty of examples. You don't have we don't even have to discuss it. It's plenty of examples. All of these children, they're growing up in these houses with just these mothers. So if it's just the mothers, and the mothers have to teach them responsibility, integrity, and all of this honor and all of this stuff, because that's the only person that they're in the house with, and then they come out messed up, whose problem is it? Whose fault is it? It's that they were in the house with their mom. That's their mom's fault. If they were in the house with their mother and their father, guess what? It's both their mother and their father's fault. I don't understand why this has been just so big. No, I do understand, because it's to suit one's needs or whatever, to stroke egos and all that crap. I already get it. And for people to do dirt and want to get away with it, and evils and all of that good stuff, because they don't talk about evils no more. All they talk about is to each his own, and I can do whatever I want to do, and I shouldn't be blamed for, or I shouldn't be talked about for doing such and such and such and such. But I want to know about somebody who trying to make my son into a girl. I want to know about the pedophile that live in the neighborhood. And just like back in the day, the women on the block, they wanted to know who the whore was to keep them away from their husbands, so they don't break up their homes. I don't understand why this is not understood. And we have to be angry and bitter and whatever the hell else people say, and hate speech and all of that crap.
Trying to help their ass, and that's what they come back at us with.
And I say this all the time.
Done, son.
Shit can't. And this is the part that kills me. Majority of people on earth have jobs, and you go to job, you go to your work, and when there's a problem, you fix the fucking problem.
Dog, that's only logical.
You fix the problem, because you can't have a job unless the problem get fixed.
Dude.
What is that? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Dog, man.
I don't get it.
That's logical stuff. Okay. You got to understand, women, their engine, their apples, we're PCs. Okay. They run off of emotion. They're like, Chris is seeing the emotional part of this. We don't give a fuck about the emotional part. We just want to fix it. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about the emotional kickbacks or whatever, how people feel about whatever. We just know we found the facts, we found the problem, and this is how you fix the problem. So we go and tell them this is how you fix the problem, and they tell us to go fuck ourselves. So that's what I'm saying, man. In 2019, I'm not about to argue back and forth with anybody about ABC 1, 2, 3 anymore. It's done, son. I'm not spending no more, because I'm tired of this shit. I unfriended like 20 people this week because they post dumb shit, dumb, ignorant shit.
I gotta start cleaning my shit
all fucking day, man. And it started having a negative effect on me, because I've gotten a lot better. I used to see the ignorant shit and be like, nah, actually it's like this, and that. Like today, man, I'm practicing. Okay. This chick posted up that women in Egypt were actually held higher than men, and they were sacred because they give life. I said, that's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. I didn't say it like that, but I said, actually, women in Egypt were very equal to their men. They were evil. They were even allowed to own property, and they were even allowed to be in business and legal things and all that type of stuff that women in this country had to fight a bunch of years for. Okay. They were not held higher above the man. They were the man's support. There's men and there's women. They equally have things that they're responsibility to make 100%. Okay. And then I told her, you don't give life. Okay. That's them hoteps and them stupid ass pro-blackers told you that shit. Men, we give life. Okay. Sperm are life. Sperm are alive. Yeah. If you put them under a microscope, they're moving by themselves, dog. Okay. We put that in eggs. They're not moving, are they?
No, they ain't moving.
Eggs, like I got some eggs in the refrigerator sometimes. They don't be moving. You know why? Because they're not alive. Okay. Biology 101. You need a man and a woman to create a child. We give you life. You gestate it for 9 months. You incubate it. You make sure that it comes out. It develops inside of you and it comes out. But you could not have that without us. I'm tired of these motherfuckers trying to play like you know what I'm saying, women are God and all of this shit. And it's my fault. I typed out a paragraph. They probably gonna cuss me out, tell me I don't have no pussy and all of this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has ever come against us and say, well, you know what? I see your point, legend. But this article and this research over here says something different than what you saying. And then I would go over there. I fantasize about this shit sometimes, having a real debate with somebody who disagrees with me. But no, all you hear is ignorant shit coming back at you. Y'all faggots, y'all ain't no real man. Y'all this and that. But you cannot address the point that I just made. Okay? And I'm not fucking with them people no more. No, I can't. I cannot do it. I'm only fucking with people that get it, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm sorry about the comments. Something fucked up with the comments. Something is fucked up with the phone line, man. I'm gonna check on that shit. Get it tight for the new year. Happy New Year. Make sure you follow Mr. Legend 101. I'm about to revive that channel, and I'm about to pump out a bunch of shit that y'all not gonna like. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I gotta get it out, and you can come listen to it if you want to. It's probably gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody safe.
My tech in order, because my phone went down again. I got to get my tech in order. Mine will be coming soon, hopefully, because there's a bunch of stuff that I'm not usually one for a filter. I've always hated politics, all of that tomfoolery discussion. Just say what it is. That's one of the reasons I love Dick Gregory and Malcolm X. They said what it was. They said what it was. They didn't. They could talk political. Have political conversations as well. But the majority of what they said, they just said what it was. They said what it was. They didn't care. They just said what it was. And you shouldn't have to. If you see a fire in the street, and because somebody's been traumatized by fire, you can't say there's a fire in the street. Yeah, so you're gonna let all these people go get burnt up because this one person over here went through a fire and they're traumatized. And this is what's happening now in today's life. You can't say anything about all these women making these bad decisions and having 5 million children so they don't have to go to work and they can fucking suck dick all they want to, because that's what it really boils down to.
Big country. Let me ask you this question, and we got to get the fuck out of here. How many times have you warned a woman about something and they said fuck you and went through it with it anyway and got burnt up, then ended up hating you because you told them so?
Dude, I'm going. My son's mother. I get messages all the time.
Countless.
You were right.
Countless. This is the man's role. I was wrong. To protect the woman, and that's why we tell them shit. But when you tell a woman and she doesn't value you or respect you, okay, she's gonna say the hell with you and do what the fuck she wants. Mm-hmm. I can't protect anybody who is like that, who thinks that that's the way it's supposed to go. So you know what you do? You get with the people that understand family.
Get in them circles with the people that understand that, and the people
you will feel so much free.
Understand that. Help them people.
The
people that are on the road to destruction, and you can't. No matter what you do, you have to let them destroy themselves. I don't like to see nobody hurting, but you have to get with the people that's trying to get it. Like Legend just said, get with the people that's trying to get it. Get with the people that's already, the family oriented, whatever the hell, because it's gonna be super simple. All of the people, they be like, where all the people? Well, all the bad people, they be like, where all the people at? And they go, oh, they over there hanging out. Well, I got to get my shit together so I can go over there and hang out with them. And boom, it's gonna fix the problem, because trying to talk to somebody like my cousin who has 18 children, she believes God gave her all those children. For some strange apparent reason, she don't understand that she didn't play her part in sleeping with all of these men, because she don't have one baby daddy with all these 18 children. She has multiple. I can't even count them, all them dudes. But let everybody say it. I can't say anything about her.
One of them gonna be
how is she supposed to understand how to do better if she don't know no better, unless somebody says something?
Unless she respects it, unless she values that. And that's one thing that African-American women do not respect and value their men. Mm-hmm. I get talked to condescendingly a lot. People try to show me. I get the same feeling around white folks. They like, oh, niggas are too dumb to know how to do this, so let me talk slow with you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, I'll run circles around you with this shit. Same thing with a lot of black women. And that's tangent, and we gotta get the fuck out of here. But I was talking to
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Everybody be safe out there. I hope your holidays are wonderful. Good family times. Bring in some new shit in the new year, some positive shit.
Shout out to Marcus Knox. Thanks for the donation, bro.
All the time.
And everybody else. Thank you for the support, man. We're gonna work on that Amazon wish list thing. And also some surprises are coming up with BMV. So keep in touch, man. Make sure you follow the page. 15 more days in Facebook jail, man. But we're gonna get the shit together. We'll be back here next Friday at 10. All right. Thanks for coming out. Good night. God bless. Live and direct.